This week, Player Profile will feature Ottawa University's Michael Amayo Jr., and we appreciate him joining us. Michael is from Bonner Springs, Kansas, and has been wide receiver for Ottawa University the last few years. I see joined the team in 2017. Michael, thank you for taking time out and letting us get to know you a little bit more.
Yeah, of course. Good to be here.
So what brought you to Ottawa University? What sold you on coming here?
I would say when I went on my visit and talked to everybody there, it just seemed like somewhere that I felt like I could grow and develop as the years I was here. Because I was looking at a lot of other places and it didn't have the same, I would say, like family-oriented kind of vibe. Everybody liked to be really close and kind of like a brotherhood, and that's what I really was kind of sold me on coming here.
Did you have other places where you were thinking about going, and by coming here, you were just decided that this was the place for you?
Yeah, so I was actually going to go to Emporia State. I was talking to them for the last half of my high school career, and then when I came here, the quarterback that I played with in high school actually was convincing me to come here, and that kind of helped me with my decision. So that I would say that was a big factor in making me come sign here instead of anywhere else.
What is your favorite moment being an Ottawa University Braves football player?
Oh man, I would say either my first touchdown that I had last year, or definitely would be 2 years ago when we went down to Sterling and won on the last second play that Connor Kagi threw to Darian Dillard as the clock hit 0. That was a really, really fun game altogether and just a great moment, I think.
Nothing better than sucking the soul out of a whole stadium full of people when you're on the road.
Yes. Right.
So if I had an all hair team, I would have to add you to it, Michael. Name me another individual on this football team that would also be part of the all hair team.
Oh man, I could probably name a couple because you interviewed, didn't you do Dylan Foose the other day?
Yes. Yeah. Dylan had some fantastic
his
looks.
Mullet,
yes.
Yeah. His mullet would definitely make it in my opinion. And I think Eddie Taylor, because he's got a flow. His is a lot longer than mine. I think he's rocking it pretty well. So those would be my two.
Nice. We're going to have like a coaches show end of year award for all hair team. I think it's what we're going to have to work on that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Especially since it's going to be split up to a fall spring setup. So we've got some time to work this out.
Mm-hmm.
So what degree are you going after at Ottawa University?
Well, I'm an exercise science major, and my concentration is in pre-allied health. And I wanted to do something in sports medicine and somewhere in that area.
What got you interested into doing something like that?
Well, I've always been really, I don't know, I've always enjoyed learning about the human body. And I've had 2 ACL surgeries, so I know a lot about the rehab and the process that goes along with that. And I kind of fell in love with it. I kind of found the silver lining in that whole situation, and it really made me appreciate all the stuff that like health professionals do. And so I wanted to be a part of that.
Do you have an idea of when you graduate, places you want to apply to, or where you want to go to work at?
I will graduate in the spring, and I haven't decided on where I'm going to go yet, but I do want to get a master's somewhere. I just haven't found the right place yet.
So in your free time, when you're not working on the hair or the fantastic mustache that I'm looking at right now, which is like a 70s cop mustache. It is brilliant.
Thanks.
What do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I play guitar, so that's what I do in my free time. It's one of my favorite things to do. That's probably what takes up most of my time when I'm not doing anything else.
So if there was a guitarist that you looked up to, who would it be?
Oh man, I would say I think James Hetfield is from Metallica is probably my number one guitarist.
Young pup. I'm old enough now to. James is great, but
Yeah.
Jimmy Page or Richie
Oh, I mean,
Blackmore.
those are definitely not out of the question. But I'm more of a rhythm player, so I like all the riffs and the rhythm and all that kind of stuff. I love Jimmy Page and Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen is definitely up there for me too. So rest in peace.
Are you familiar with Richie Blackmore?
Oh yeah.
See, that kind of stuff, just the brilliance, just to be able to do what he could do and just make it look like he was just breathing.
Oh, like it was nothing. And like I've been listening to a lot of Steely Dan actually lately and getting into that, and it's amazing. I wish we still had music like that today.
If I wanted a pilgrim hat wear like Richie Blackmore, do you think I could pull that off?
Oh yeah, 100%. You should get one.
Okay, that's what I wanted to. I've got to pass that along now to the rest of the family that I've received approval for that. So
yeah, if you're gonna support the hair and the mustache, I gotta support you. So I got you.
I appreciate that. I got nothing but love for that, because if I could grow my hair like that, I would. Instead, it's slowly going away, and that's all right. It happens.
Hey, it does. That's why I'm trying to enjoy it now before something like that happens to me. Hopefully not, but
what's going to be the key to today's game with the Friends Falcons?
I think that the most important thing for us is going to be physicality and staying disciplined to what we're doing. I think that Friends has kind of been getting overlooked, in my opinion, and they're a really physical team. Usually, every time we played them, they've been pretty physical, and they don't back down that easy. I mean, you saw what happened last year. So I think that if we set the tone early and kind of let them know, like, hey, like this is what we're going to do, I think it'll work in our favor.
Well, good luck with the game today. Stay safe, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you again soon.
Heck yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
That is Michael Amayo Jr., Braves wide receiver, joining us here for another player profile. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our fireside chat with head coach Kent Kessinger as we lead you up to kickoff against the Friends Falcons. You're listening to Braves Pregame on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.